Alright guys, so I guess when it comes to your brake here, I did forget to mention that you are going to need a 17 mil wrench, but you're going to have to grab your least favorite one. You're going to have to grind the tips down a bit so it can actually fit in there. Okay, and it's like a double-sided guy. I already loosened it off, but pretty much want to back it up and then slam it this way. And then yeah, this little guy's just practically, it's like a double nut, right? Practically there just to hold it together, but this guy is the guy that actually tightens everything up. So you don't really even need to touch your rear bolt or bottom bolt there. Pull your hose out of its clamp there on the side, and then you just drop your brakes right down. And you got your brake pads. You want to remove your springs if possible. And just grab a flathead screwdriver. Just gently pry it away from the rotor. I got to take away a lot of the scaling on here. It's pretty bad. What was making a lot of the noise was it was rubbing up against the dampening springs here on the back half. Do you see it was rubbing a bit, all that scaling? I guess rubbing a bit on the back half on the scaling. So yeah, so you want to replace all your hardware. Unfortunately, in the brake package, they gave me all of these ones for the front, but they did not give me the bottom actual stopper ones. See, these are the ones that when your brake pads get way down too low, it'll start making a real nasty noise before it starts actually taking the metal away from your frame. But they didn't give us those in the pack, so you want to reuse that. I'm not sure about your brake pack, but might be different. Yeah, and then the old brake we'll just slam in there so that way we can push our master cylinder back in here, which might as well do quick. So yeah, make sure your cap is off above in the top half, up in the engine, your brake reservoir. And then all you want to do is just put your brake, your C-clamp like that on your brake caliper on the old brake pad, and then just gently squeeze in. You don't want to go too fast, or you'll make a mess upstairs in the engine compartment. And then you just pretty much want to go until it bottoms out there. And there, you got your brake master cylinder pushed all the way back in and ready for the new pads. And yes, this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I believe 2018, something like that. I guess I could go check the door, but in reality, a lot of disc brakes are about the same. Alright, now this is the most important part here, is by actually seeing which of these clamps go where. So you want to take into consideration, especially into this back half, because sometimes they are different. So you just take a screwdriver, press down on those little curves on the edge here. Just pop that puppy out. Yeah, there's the old one. Doesn't look too bad, too decompressed, but you can tell the difference on some bent material there and stuff. So I'll put that new one back in. You want to be careful not to bend it or force it too much. Make sure it's in the grooves. Make sure it's not rubbing anywhere into the rotor part. And then if you can, you want to just take your closed end of your wrench, just aim it into the middle a little bit. Just give her a little tap. Make sure all these little clips and stuff here seat. And we'll take the bottom off here. Should probably be wearing safety glasses. Safety third. Okay, so then you just want to match everything up, right? That one clipped in for us, but we'll just make sure with the wrench here. A little tap. Right as rain. So we'll grab our new brake pad here. We'll put that bottom clip on there. You want to be somewhat careful not to touch the actual brake pad with your fingers, right? You don't want to try and get any grease on there, so you want to hold it on that steel edge as much as possible. Okay. Just like so. It's always better to try and get that bottom one in first. Not to fully clip it, but just to start it. So everything just kind of lines up nice, and then give it a little push in. Should go up. There we go. If not, give her a little it's a persuasion. Or maybe not. Maybe not force it. There we go. There. Yes, we'll get our other one. We'll get its bottom clip on there, which this clip needs to be pinched down a little bit. It's a wee bit stretched, but we gotta reuse these old ones because, like I said, the kit didn't come with them. And those are your wear signifiers to indicate that you're starting to get down the middle. Okay, so we got our bottom clip on there, got our top. Oh, forgot to replace the hardware on this side. Quickly do that. And sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain. Just be patient. Don't want to wreck or bend anything. A little tapper. seats. Sure nothing's touching rotor. I guess try not to sweat on it. Put the rear bottom in there first. Go up the top. Just like that. Things nice tight. Okay. We'll pull this guy out here. You just need to pull the rubber back. So that one's a little stiff there. So I'll grab my rag. It'll clean all that old grease off. In fact, this one does look like it was pitted a bit. You see that? This one was pretty loose. So yeah, we'll just grease her up real good. If there's any excess, just go dump it straight into the boot. Oh yeah. Up. Alright, so then, just like that, slides right up, because we already compressed our master cylinder with the C-clamp. You add a bolt. Okay. You tighten it up there as much as you can. And if you're lucky, tap in there. So. So, that's all good to go. You can pretty much put your tire on from there. Yeah, so rainy brakes, new hardware. I guess make sure you put that back in there. Just like so. And yeah, if you want, I am going to, a little bit off camera here, I'm going to tighten this up too, just in case. Well, you should probably take that one out and lube it up too, but it's just a lot easier to disconnect that, drop the whole brake master this way, plop plop, and in. It's new, so it's not like they were seesawed. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then you just stuff your tire on and away you go. But yeah, also, like I said, you also want to make sure you take your cap off. You can see now we're starting to get overflow here. So once we do that rear, we're gonna have to suck some fluid out here for her. So yeah, that's the front. Guess you guys have yourself a good day. Talk to you later.